Good morning, students. Now, today we are going to start our ninth lecture of chapter number first, that is crop production and management. Okay, and even in this chapter, we are just going to discuss about what are the crop productions, what are the practices which the farmer have to use when they are just growing the crops and the plant, when they are sowing the seeds, what are the utilizes things are there for the crop production and their management. Up to there we have just be complete about the fertilizers, manures, each and every kind of things. Okay, now we are going to discuss about our next topic, and that is your irrigation. Okay, so what is the irrigation and what are their uses while we are just growing the crops and the plants? Okay, water is a key input for crop production. Supplying of water to the crop plant from the wells called canals or water reservoirs is known as irrigation. Okay, if sometimes it is asked what is irrigation, then what you have to write? That the supplying of water to the crop plants from the wells and the canals, okay, or from the water reservoirs are called irrigation. Means what? We are just supplying the water to our crops. Okay, with the help of the water only they have to be take their proper growth. Okay, now for the survival and the proper development of crop plant, water is necessary. Yes, we know. Even for the human beings also, for their survival also, water plays an important role. You know it very well. Similarly, for the plants also, they are also be your living things. So they also need a proper water for their survival. Okay. Each crop needs a specific quantity of water at a various stages growth, okay, and just fruiting them. Okay, after getting the water, when the water has been absorbed or taken by the plants, the crops, then they are just take their proper growth. Okay, they are just be able to give us the fruits, vegetables, okay, after getting the water only. Now the time and the frequency of irrigation varies. Yes, it is the most important. Even when we are discussing, we have discussed that at a particular crop to crop, the limitation of the buried of a deep inside the earth, the buried of a seed deep inside the earth is just depend upon the crops. It varies from crop to crop. Similarly, the timetable and the frequency of water which we are giving to the crop will also be depends on the following things. They are just varying from crop to crop, soil to soil, okay, season to season, okay, and if they are just varying from crop to crop, soil to soil, season to season. So all these three are the limitations for the irrigations of the crop. It just depends upon on these three variations. Okay, now even in a summer season, frequency of watering is more due to the evaporation of the water from the soil and leaves. You know it very well. Even we also, the human beings also, in the summer, our parents, doctor, each and every elders of ours are saying that you have to drink more and more water as much as possible in the summer. Why they are saying? Because due to the lots of heat, our water has been evaporated even from our body also. So from plant it is definitely evaporated. So just to make the equality, or we can say equilibrium, okay, of the watering level in the plants, we have to be supplying more water. That after evaporating of a water from the crop, then also some of the amount also the amount of a water is properly, or they are be appropriate for the growth of these plants. Okay, clear? Now there are some traditional methods of irrigation that we are going to study. Okay, that the different methods are used for lifting water from the irrigation fields in a different region of our country. In some of the method, cattle and human labor is used. Such methods are cheaper but less efficient. Okay, These days pumps are used for lifting the water. Diesel and electricity and even a solar energy may be used to run the pumps. Okay, and there are different traditional methods for the irrigations are there. How in the previous time they are just be used to supply the water to for the irrigation of to the soil or to the crop. They are just be used different methods, like to the cattle, to the human labor. They are just providing the water at the cheaper, but it was not very much efficient. It was less efficient. But nowadays, for making it efficient work, pumps are there. Okay, the pumps are just lifting the water. Okay, there is a diesel and electric, even the solar energy pumps are also be available, which has been used in by the farmers. Okay, but previous time there are very traditional methods are present for the irrigations, like we can say a pulley system, or we can say a moat. Through a pulley system from the well, they are just be taking out the water. For the chain pump is there, Rahat, or we can say a Persian wheel will be there, and Dhekli will be there. Okay, their figures are there. I'm just be showing you out. These are the traditional method through which how the farmers are just supplying the water to their crops. Now there is one thing. Do you know that? Do you know about this thing also? This particular method also. So here, irrigation depends on the nature of a crop plant. That is a crop based irrigation. What is crop based irrigation? Okay, water requirement of different crops are different during the various stages of their growth and maturing them. Some of the crop plants require more water while others need less water. In crops such as, we can say, the wheat and the maize, excess water supply to the field results in a condition that was called a water logging. Okay, what is water logging? Water logging reduces air in the soil, thereby damages the roots also. If the less water is there, they will just reduce the air, so their roots are damaged, and their roots are damaged, they are not be take their proper growth, even they are not be growing. Okay, even soil organisms get killed if a water logging persists for a long time, and water logging increases the amount of salts in the soil and damages the soil fertility also. So we have to supply water for the irrigation just to maintain the fertility of a soil also better. Okay, that's why you know it very well that when the rain will be not be coming in the rainy season, then our fertility of a soil will be decreased. So farmers are very much worried about that they are having a very much loss in their financial, their economical conditions, and their even their production of a crops also, and even the human person, those who are not the farmer, they are also suffering from this thing. Okay, so this is called the water logging, because in the rainy season, if rain is not be there, so the amount which the soil wants, the amount of water which the soil wants is not be in appropriate amount. Okay, so we have to nowadays we are having enough water, we are supplying to the soil, but the natural water is the natural one which is makes the soil natural. Okay, they are just be maintain the fertility level, or we can say the entire things that the reduces of the air, damages the roots, the soil fertility will be decreases. Okay, all these things are, even the nutritions will be killed. Okay, all these terms are just to be explained in the one term, that is water logging. Okay, and the water logging is complete depends upon the amount of water. The plants contain 80% to 90% of water. Okay, and plants absorb this water from the soil through their root system. Along with the water, nutrients also get transported to the different parts of a plant, different plant parts. Okay, so roots plays an important role. All the water, we can say nutrients also, all these things just be transported to the different parts of a plant is through the roots only. And if water logging has been done, then the roots are completely entirely damaged, and if the root is damaged, so the roots are not be supplied water to the plants. you know it very well that the wheat and the maize need a more amount of water for their growth, and if that amount of water is not be given to the crop of the wheat and the maize, then they are not be growing. Okay, even they are just be make the entire row of their wheat is not be just be growing in the row system, but the entire crop which has been grown or sown in that field has also be damaged. It affects the entire field also, because it affects the fertility of a soil of the entire field of that particular area. Okay, so we need that. Now next is that we have discussed about the manures. Okay, this activity we have done, and afterwards we are going to discuss about the modern methods of irrigation. These are the modern methods of irrigations, and even this we have to be discuss what how these modern methods are just help us from the previous one. Okay, so these you have just be take a look. This is your pulley system. Okay, this one is your moat, this one is your chain pump, a rahat is there, Persian wheel is there, and this is your dheki. Okay, so all these are the modern methods of irrigation. If someone asks you what are the write any 4 names of modern methods of irrigation, then any of the 4 names you have to be right. Okay, further modern methods of irrigation, look it over here. This is the very much modern method of irrigation, a sprinkler system. Nowadays it is very much useful. Once the water is lifted up, method to use the water economically have been developed these days, and 2 of these methods are your sprinkler system and drip system. Okay, one is your sprinkler, another one is your drip. Here the explanation is there. In the sprinkler system, where the soil cannot retain the water for a long, or where the sufficient water is not be available, rotating nozzles are attached to a perpendicular pipes at a regular intervals, and water gets sprinkled on a crop as if it is raining. Here a perpendicular pipes are there, beta, and there the noddles has been used like this. Here the noddles has been, these noddles are just like, I am just drawing this away. Suppose this is the pipe, and here the at a particular distance the perpendicular pipes has been fitted, and here rotating noddles are there. When these rotating noddles are rotated, then the water has been sprinkled in all the direction. This method is very much effective and efficient for where the less amount of water is present. So it is economically spread in the entire field. Okay, uniformly. Next one is your drip system. It is an economical method of irrigation. This system involves providing water drop by drop to the roots of their plant, thus the water is not even wasted, and this system is practiced in the regions where the water availability is poor. When the water is not be present in a sufficient amount, then this method has been used, because this has been supplied to root by root. Okay, so the water is not be wasted. Okay, so in your today's homework, first you have to be explain what is water logging. Okay, and afterwards you have to be explained, write the names of the modern techniques of irrigation, that was your sprinkler and drip system. Okay, and you have to be explained sprinkler and drip system also. Okay, these 2 systems you have to be explain them out. Clear? Okay, okay beta, thank you. That's all for today.